Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Paxton Perspective podcast, where we have just got back after a incredibly long drive. I believe it was about 6 hours back from Manchester, where Tottenham Hotspur have yet again lost 2-0, and I don't think it's actually a surprise, really. I think we saw this coming, but the bit that makes it even more worse is the other results that happened today.
Yeah, I think you summed it up pretty well there. Not surprised massively that we didn't win. I thought that we were going to go up there and snatch a draw. I say that.
I thought we were actually going to get pumped, and then I kind of got a little bit more excited.
Yeah,
as it kind of went on, but obviously Spurs got to let you down.
Yeah, but I said all on the way home, I actually don't think we played terribly. Like I honestly do believe. Well, I don't think we played badly. I think that, and we will discuss it in detail. But I think the big thing that let us down today was the red card from our captain.
I actually think
that
before
just set us up for failure. Yeah. It really did set us up for failure.
Before the red card, I actually thought we somewhat the better team.
Yeah,
although it was a very end-to-end.
Yeah,
game,
it was a very much.
Thought,
it was very much
end-to-end. If anyone was going to
end.
score first, I actually thought it would have been us.
Yeah,
but sat there listening to TalkSport on the way home for the good part of 3 hours, I'd say.
Yeah,
and I think it was Jason Cundy kind of come out and was like, you know what, Romero this whole week has been in the media for slandering our board.
Yeah.
Even the crowd getting behind him today, saying that the board are crap, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of, you're our captain. You're supposed to lead by example, and yet you're complaining midweek that we don't have players, and yet you've just gone and got suspended for 4 games.
Yeah, exactly. And now, and second time this season that he's been red carded. We can talk about the red card, like the actual decision, quickly.
I personally thought it was a yellow card.
You got it up about 2 or 3 minutes after it happened, and I saw it, and I did see it at half time as well, down in the concourse. And to be honest, it just doesn't look good. Like,
it doesn't.
But the thing,
however, I don't actually think it's a straight red. But again, I will go back to the point of consistency. Cool, if you're going to give that red, Dallo gets sent off for Doku's one.
Yeah, I know. And there was one.
You can't sit there, go knee height on someone.
Yeah,
because he's attempted to so-called play the ball, but got his knee. You can't. You give him a yellow card.
Yeah, I mean there was.
Cool. Romero's gone and played the ball.
Yeah,
he just hasn't got any of the ball.
Yeah, I mean there was one today.
Stupid.
I don't know if you've seen it, but there was one today with one of the Sunderland players. Nero making the same challenge, only got a yellow. I think the problem that I've got, and it wasn't just him, Van der Ven did it as well, and they've been doing it consistently all season, is those challenges that they put in is a 50-50, and what they go in with is they basically go in with a straight leg.
Yeah,
they sort of try and basically what they try and do is they're trying to basically kick the ball against the opponent for it to then go out of play to get a throw in or something like that. And they use like extreme force. And that is the biggest issue. He got it totally wrong today because Casemiro flicked it or whatever happened. The ball was nowhere near him. He's gone in at just above his ankle. It wasn't a good challenge. Yeah. So to be honest, the fact of the matter is I don't think you can complain. I really do not think you can complain.
The only thing I complain about is obviously the
consistency.
Severe lack of consistency.
Yeah, no, I do agree on that.
Originally, I was like, yellow card. I still stand by it. I actually think you can't give a straight red.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of VAR if 1 week you're going to hide behind it, and the second week you're going to completely not use it?
Yeah, no. I do totally get that. The thing that I think we need to complain about is what you alluded to. This is the second time this season that this has happened from our captain. I turn to you and said to you, literally just before half time, I think it was just after they scored their first goal. You don't see you don't see 2 or 3 years ago Van Dijk doing that.
No.
You
Not
don't
even
see.
now.
You don't see the.
Gabriel.
Yeah, you
Saliba,
don't see the Arsenal centre backs doing that. You don't see
Mark
when
Gahey.
they're playing their best centre backs. You don't see the Man City centre backs doing that.
No.
Why is it consistently that he puts himself in a position whereby he's giving the ref the opportunity to give him a red card? Now, you can argue, like you've just said, it's not a red card, but he's given the ref the opportunity to go, actually, that's a really dangerous challenge.
No, I do understand
it's a red card. And I do not like this from our fans saying, because it's Romero, it's a red card. He's got that temperament. We all know this.
And
the fact,
100%.
The fact of the matter is,
people complaining, saying like, "Oh yeah, it's a red card, whatever." Like, cool, fair enough, I can accept that. But the fact of it's just severe lack of consistency.
Yeah, no, I get it.
People sit there and complain.
I get it.
It's the bit that frustrates me.
I get it, but he didn't need to make that challenge. He didn't need to make that challenge today.
It's actually a foul on him beforehand.
Yeah, no,
and that's
completely agree.
That's the part that's completely pissed me off.
But I completely agree about that. I completely agree.
He's getting
it's a foul.
Manhandled by Casemiro the whole time.
Why didn't he stop like near on every other player does and put his hands up like this, and the ref probably would have given a foul?
Because as you're taught at 7 years old, you play to the whistle.
No, but so many players. You see Xavi Simons do it.
100%.
So play the game and go, you know what? I'm getting fouled here. I'm going to stop.
No, I do
just do that, because otherwise you're going to keep doing that. And I've said it before. I'll say it again. He's a liability. He is a liability in our defence. He has now got 6 red cards in 157 Premier League games. Which means he's missed, let's say, a minimum of about 10 games for us, just through red cards, not even talking about injuries, anything like that.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be our captain and our leader. That's not leadership. I'm sorry, but other people can disagree and say, you know what, he's showing fight, he's showing passion. Cool, you can say that. But that's not leadership.
100%.
Leadership is someone being grounded and going, I'm going to be sensible. That's not sensibility. I'm sorry for that. It's just not on.
Moving on from that, I mean...
45 million in the summer, by the way. I'm telling you, 45 million in the summer, I'll take it. And I'll take this 18-year-old from Vuskovic. I'll get him back in straight away.
Thing. I've just actually seen this here.
I'm telling you now, because Romero, again, the other thing, we've had Romero now, 4 years, yeah?
Here we go.
Hold on, we've had him 4 years. Yeah?
Yeah.
4 years. He's been a brilliant servant. He has.
5 years, I think.
But for me, he's just too many times just been over the top. And it's got to stop. I understand why we gave him, and it's a sheer lack of leadership in the whole squad. I understand why we've given him the captaincy, because really, you look at our squad, there is not too many other players that you go, he's a leader in the dressing room. But you're picking a leader out of a real bad bunch, because I really do not think he is a leader in terms of being on the pitch. Off the pitch, yes, that's why he got given what's it called? No, that's why he got given the assistant captain role last year under Ange Postecoglou. But or the year before, sorry. But he's just not a leader. He's not the type of leader that you need on the pitch to go, you know what, he's going to be there every single game and he's going to lead us. I just don't think he's that. He's not that. And I'm telling you, how old is he now?
I don't know, 26?
Yeah,
to 28? I don't know. He might be older than that.
I'm saying now, and I said it before, and we've had an argument before about this, 45 million in the summer, take it, get Vuskovic in straight away, try your absolute best to hold on to Van der Ven. And see what happens.
Just a very
quick
one on Luka Vuskovic. He played FC Hiddenheim. I may have pronounced that wrong.
Is that in the Bundesliga?
In the Bundesliga today, he's had another clean sheet.
Yeah.
He's had 5 out of 9 aerial duels won, 2 out of 3 ground duels won, 6 clearances, 3 out of 8 long balls, 8 passes into the final third for a centre half. That's good. 100% successful take-ons and 77.
But this is a guy that you need at centre back. This is a guy you need, not someone getting sent off in the 35th minute today against a Man United side away from home, where I know we've had some decent results there in the last couple of years, but notoriously we've struggled there, right? Going there with, you said it, 3 academy boys on the bench, young academy boys, plus then Sousa, who did come on. We'll talk about him in a moment, but he's, what, 18, 17? How old is he?
Who, Sousa?
Yeah, Sousa.
I think he's 18.
Yeah, 18. You've got an 18-year-old, 3 boys from the academy, really young. Like, we talked about it. We've got maybe 13 or 14 currently fit outfield players. He's now suspended for 4 games.
Yeah, we're
Newcastle looking really dodgy at the moment. 1 win in,
but again, we're
in their
crap
last.
At home. We're crap
yeah,
at
yeah.
home.
But this is what I'm saying. 1 win in 9 for Newcastle. Dr. Tottenham step up. League leaders, North London Derby and Arsenal. They would have looked, and we'll talk about our goal now. They'll look at the first goal that we conceded today, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, we're going to have an absolute field day."
Yeah, 100%.
Because
100%.
firstly, we just got in about half an hour ago and sat down. I just popped the highlights on. Udogie, where whoever took the corner plays it. Udogie sleeping because the guy runs sort of short, but it's not even that short because he's inside the area. Plays it first time to Mbeumo, who is totally. But he's the worst thing about this is that we have got maybe 7 or 8 players who are in the 6-yard area or there or thereabouts. 0 who were anywhere near Mbeumo, and there was 2 other players because they did it after 1-0. 2 other players on the edge of the area. How can a team look defensively, set up from a corner and go, there's 3 players on the edge of the area and we're not going to defend them? That's mind-boggling to me.
Especially when you practice pieces before the game.
Put at least 1 player there. Put just one guy. Xavi Simons.
I don't get it.
Even if it's someone like Xavi Simons, or I know Odegaard came on, but in future games, you put someone like Odegaard just there, just to be a presence. Because I tell you, we put a player there, they don't play that corner kick routine. They just don't play it. It's stupid.
I want to move on.
And then the actual goal, as you said, he totally scuffs it. It looked like, from the away end, it looked like it went in slow motion. No one is really putting out a leg except for Martinez, their centre back, to try and touch the ball. Everyone's just watching. To be fair, I don't think Vicario, because of his positioning, could have done anything really more.
There's not really.
The ball was bobbling in.
Not many complaints.
It was just, but like from a defensive point of view, it was absolutely atrocious. Our second or their second goal, Archie Gray was sleeping at the back post. I went to the toilet, so I didn't actually see it live, but I see it on the
highlights.
On the highlights just there. But again, the fact of the matter is, yes, he was sleeping at the back post. He's not a right back.
Yeah.
What more do you want him to do?
I want to stress on the point of we are shit.
Yeah,
right? we're shit, right? And
we're in a relegation battle.
Yeah, 100%,
that's what we're in. We're 6 points. We are 6 points off.
Absolutely dog shit. People on TalkSport, 2 people, a geezer called Dan. And if he's ever watching this,
not me.
Absolute twat. Right?
Yeah, it wasn't me.
You're sat there having a pop at people for no reason at all, just because we're shit, right?
Yeah.
You've then come out, and there's another geezer as well, I forgot what his name was, saying that Thomas Frank is the man to take us forward. First of all, you're deluded.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
secondly,
that did catch me off guard, by the way.
Another thing that I actually want to stress on that
catch me
point
off guard.
is, right, if you are a fan and you're sat there in that away end going, oh yeah, I think Thomas Frank's the man to take us forward, please show me concrete evidence of a vision. Like, show me anything.
No,
right?
but
and if you turn around and go, oh yeah, the Champions League, all right, cool. Half of our opponents didn't even qualify.
Yes.
Half of them did.
Yep.
And only one of them is a world-class team.
Yep.
So I don't want to be.
And we lost to that world-class team, by the way.
And we got battered.
Yeah.
Right.
I know we finished above them, but
I don't want to hear any crap on that. Right?
Exactly that.
Secondly, as the Vince Vaughn thing is, right, we don't need to sit there and, you know, start pinning things, but what's his name? Who's the director of football?
Johan Lang.
Johan Lang, he's a problem. He's a real problem.
He is a big problem.
He needs to get dealt with.
The
right?
fact he sat.
Some dickhead has gone on his LinkedIn and gone, oh, he looks all right.
Yeah.
He's messaged him on LinkedIn going, are you free for a coffee chat? He's gone, yeah, all right, mate. He's sat there and had a chat. He's sold him a dream.
Yeah.
Right? Just like whoever does the contract shit at Spurs.
Mate, it would have been Daniel Levy, surely.
Sells him a dream and then goes, shit, he's out of a job. He's free. He's cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking 10-year deal.
Yeah,
like, absolute dickhead.
He was honestly, absolutely awful.
He'd done nothing for Villa.
Yeah, Villa. He was awful at Villa.
He left Villa because I'm pretty sure, had it not have been for a goal line technology scuff up, he would have gone down with him.
Yeah, he was there when Gerrard was there. Yeah.
As a result, he's left. They're now fucking third in the league, absolutely flying, even though they've had a few poor games. Yeah. And we've just basically swapped roles with them. We're in a relegation battle. We've just had a whole January transfer window where allegedly we've had £150 million war chest, by the way, made available. £13 million net spend was made. Yeah. Right. No recruitment
on an 18-year-old left back
who I actually thought came on. Going forward, he was all right. Going back, I don't think he knows what defending is. He lost his man about 7 times.
He did,
which is severely worrying.
Yeah. However, we'll talk about him in a second.
Because we're shit, he'll fit right in. Yeah. And it's just more of like our recruitment's so bad. Yeah. Right? I even debated.
I don't want to laugh, but it's just so
I debated calling TalkSport, right? Yeah. Hesitated because I didn't know if he got charged. Turns out it's free. So you may hear my voice.
You also did get scared.
I also did get scared.
You did. Right? You did get very scared.
I will end up swearing on national radio. But the fact is, our recruitment shit, we've spent, I'm pretty sure, in the last 5 years,
500 million.
I think it was actually like 620 odd million net spend. I could be wrong with those figures. Arsenal has spent ever so slightly more, I think, right?
Well, but you don't even need to just look at them. You can look at Man City.
No, but I go back to the point of
Aston Villa, for example.
I go back to the point of Conte. We pipped them to 4th, and we thought, cool, we've got Champions League. We need to propel on this. We've got a world-class manager. We have a good attack. We just need to improve on the rest of the squad. Yeah. At the time, we've then gone, we've declined and also have accelerated. Because, and I'm specifically pointing them out because we pipped them to 4. Yeah. You then go back even further. Wembley beat Liverpool 4-1. What did they do in January? Went and spent 75 million on Van Dijk. In the summer, they got Fabinho, Alisson, whatever. They identified key problems in their team and go and spend the amount of money, and the recruitment was top. Ours is shit, and we throw money away like it's fucking toilet paper.
No, I do totally agree.
I don't understand.
I do totally agree.
Something in the hierarchy, and I'm going to pin it on Johan Lang because he's a problem, right?
Yeah, he is a big problem.
A real problem, right? I'm going to pin it on him because he's the face of it, to be honest. Yeah.
Well, he's a director of football.
Paratici came out and was like, yeah, they're all over the gaff, mate. I couldn't wait to get out of there.
Yeah. Like, well, he didn't exactly say that, but he pretty much,
You've then got
Vinay
Venkam, I don't know how you pronounce the last name.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I
don't know what his job is.
Arsenal fan.
Arsenal fan, yeah. What does he do?
Thomas Frank, holding Arsenal Cup.
Yeah, it's an absolute shambles. We're in a relegation battle.
Our assistant coach, Arsenal fan, growing up. It's absolutely all over the place. And as I alluded to, we are now 6 points off the relegation zone because West Ham beat Burnley today.
The thing is, right, it's really quick, right? If we, say for example, we got rid of Frank.
Yeah.
At that point, you have to go with interim manager just to get us out of this relegation battle.
Yeah.
Because if you appoint a manager now, you're fucked. Because if they get it wrong, you're then going to go through the point of trying to sack him again in a massive payout.
Yeah.
You have to go an interim manager. I don't want him because I don't think he'll do that well. But, I mean, we're shit anyway, so you may as well. Just go get Robbie Keane if he wants to come in. Harry Redknapp said he'll do it on a free.
Yeah, Robbie Keane won't come in because he's doing really well.
I will happily quit my job if I ever got a call up from Spurs because I reckon I'll be an all right manager. I'll be like, look, we're not training today. We're just going goals on the Monday night and just enjoy yourself.
Okay, mate.
We don't need to train.
Mate.
Just pure vibes. Just enjoy yourself.
Mate. No, I think interim manager. You could look at. Robbie Keane won't come. He's doing a really good job.
Ryan Mason, he's available, mate.
Ryan Mason, we can't go down that road again. Harry Redknapp said that he'd manage West Ham for free. I'm sure he'd do the same thing for us as well. But let's very quickly touch on Sousa, or even before we touch on Sousa, we'll very quickly touch on Destiny Udogie. I thought he played. As I said, he was absolutely sleeping for the goal. Outside of that, he was all right. And then 55th minute, he got hamstring injured. He's got cheese strings. He's got cheese strings for hamstrings.
It's perfectly
like
cheese strings.
We've said before, and I know Jesse didn't go today, but I know Jesse has said before, looking at it, face value, he's our best fullback. But he's just injured all the time, and it's like if you look at it, you look at
the players like him and just go.
But you look first 10 games.
You're a good player. However, because you're that injury prone, we're gonna have to shift.
Exactly,
you on.
That's what I'm saying. Like you got to be ruthless. But you got to be ruthless.
You're gonna have to get to be brutally honest, scrap the whole lot, and just go. Look, you know what? We'll completely.
How many times has he been injured? I'm not saying how many days.
No idea.
He's been injured about four or 5 times. He was out with surgery for ages, for nearly like
the whole of last year.
Yeah, like a long time. He got injured this year, or near on, not right at the start of the season, but he was injured for quite a little while. Came back, looked decent for about 5 games. He came off today, and I turned to you straight away, and I went, "We won't see him until May."
Yeah,
no,
it's like
we won't see him today.
Every time Boval's come on the pitch, he's been injured.
Yeah,
he's come on, got injured, then walked back off.
Exactly,
so it's bizarre. I think I could sum this whole situation up perfectly on what we need to do in the summer, because season's over. Season was over the minute we went out of the FA Cup to Villa. You go in, you see the World Cup out, you sack.
Frank.
Yeah, you sack Frank, you get rid of Johan Lane.
Yeah.
Just be like, we're not paying you out, mate.
See you later.
Take us to court if you want, mate, because I'm not paying you a dime. Yeah. If anything, you should pay us compensation.
Yeah.
and you go to Poch and go, look, blank contract, write whatever you want down, mate. Get him in.
Yeah.
You get Poch in because he brings stability to like the whole fan base. Again, we could be in the exact same position. And the fans, because of how much we love Poch, we will sit there and we'll be like, no, it's fine. Like, this will get turned around.
But
whereas now, you can't see any vision whatsoever.
Yeah.
So you bring Poch in, so there's a bit of stability and vision. And then you also say to him, look, these are the players that we're going to sell. Because
bring him in as manager, by the way. Don't bring him in as head coach. Get rid of this director of football role. Because it's not massively. I know Paratici bought Kulusevski, bought your favourite player Bentancur, and he in those 6 months when we did pip Arsenal to 4th, he did play pretty decently. You can admit that, but he did okay for a little while, and then he signed like loads of like really poor
Manor
players.
Solomon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he signed a load of poor players.
Currently, right now, I would say Odeberg.
But what I'm saying, like so get rid of the director of football role, bring in Poch as manager. He has the say on the signings, and bring players in that we need. And as I said before, and I've said it with you before. Arsenal, and I hate to keep bringing up Arsenal, but we have to compare our situation to them because we were not in the position they're in currently and now, but these last 3-4 seasons, this is where we were at 8 or 9 years ago.
Well, 10 years ago.
Yeah, and what
literally 10 years ago.
What we got so wrong is that we weren't ruthless. Obviously, yes, recruitment was poor, but also we've just hold on. But no, I'm saying the recruitment, like past COVID, has been poor, right?
Oh, it's been abysmal.
But what I'm saying is, we just weren't ruthless enough in getting rid of the dead wood, and we kept the dead wood round for too long. And the difference is Arsenal. They got to, I can't remember when it was, but they basically just went. Mustafi contracts, like ripped up contracts, bang, pay him out. Aubameyang, get rid. This whoever Kolasinac, just get rid, like rip the contract up. They were ruthless with it.
So
we need to be ruthless in getting players out that just do not fit. And I'm not saying Destiny Udogie is a player that I'll rip a contract up.
Obviously not.
But I'm saying, like you've just said. He must have been injured. He must have played about 40%, maybe less.
I reckon I can name
Spurs
5
games
players right now that you just ripped the contract out.
But I'm saying he must. Destiny Udogie must have only played about 40% of Spurs games that have been available to him, or 35. Just be like, thank you so much, but you're too like Ryan Sessegnon. It's a similar situation.
Like Palhinha.
See you later.
Be like, cheers, mate, you're shit. We're not having you. Bentancur, rip his contract up. Vicario, rip his contract up. Just like absolutely fuck him off. Pedro Porro, borderline, rip his contract up.
Oh, you could get money for Pedro Porro.
Of course you can get money for him, but like, just like, see you later, mate.
Yeah.
And there's probably like a fucking right winger in there or something.
Yeah, well,
again, I want to go back to the point of saying like what you said, where you think we got it wrong, saying that the recruitment was shit. No, the recruitment wasn't shit. We just didn't buy anyone for 3 transfer windows.
But then once we did buy players, we bought Lo Celso, Sessegnon, Jedson Fernandez, like these.
Ndombele.
Yeah, exactly. We bought the wrong players. The recruitment was poor.
100%. The recruitment was terrible. However, we were almost there, and I remember
we didn't get over the line.
I remember comparing it to a pull-up. When you're trying to do your pull-up for your first time, you get all that way and you're like, I can't get my chin over the bar.
Yeah.
So you're like, I've done a pull-up. No, you haven't, mate.
Yeah.
Get put.
Yeah.
And like, you just didn't. We were missing one player next to Moussa Dembele. That was it.
Yeah.
And
I think we were missing depth then. But anyway.
100%. Like, it's just we didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, let's talk just before we end. Let's talk about the player that came on for Destiny Udogie, which was Souza. He did make his Premier League debut today. I did say in the car on the way up, could he start? And obviously,
he has to now.
No, I know, but I said, could he start in today's game? You said, and it's a brilliant point. Your first game in the Premier League away at Old Trafford for an 18-year-old, that's a massive game. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't care if you're killing Mbappe, like, at 18.
Yeah.
That's a massive, like...
You can't do that.
Like, right in the deep end. He then did, on the 55th minute, get chucked in the deep end. I turned to you about 10 minutes later and did say he literally did look like a kid.
He needs a pure gym membership.
Yeah, well, he just looked
£22
but it
a
wasn't
month,
even
sign up, mate.
But it wasn't even that. I don't think he just needs a bulk. Like, he just looked like he's not grown. Like he looks like
tiny.
Yeah,
if anything,
and that's not a bad thing.
No, of course it's not. But he
didn't look fast either. That's a big problem.
He looks more of a player that's most likely going to end up at left wing. He don't look like a left
potentially.
back. He don't look like a left
no.
back or a wing. He looks like a wing back.
Yeah,
or
he could be.
something
He could be a
that.
wing back, but
He doesn't. Going forward, he looked meh.
Yeah.
Going back,
Yeah.
mate, he was like fucking deer in headlights. He was like, shit.
Yeah, he didn't know. Yeah, he didn't know
he was
what.
like, what is
but
going
like,
on, mate?
It looked as though he basically got given like a spare like kit. That's what it looked like. It was a little bit too big.
He rocked
for
up.
him.
He's like, shit, I ain't got boots today.
Yeah, well, it weren't boots. It weren't boots.
It was just spares in the changing room.
It was just like
his kit's too big for him.
Yeah, it was. That's what it looked. And again,
Mate,
like
honestly,
that's not that we're not slating him here because I did think he was okay.
I felt bad for him.
Yeah, no,
I felt really bad.
He was all right. He was all right. Going forward, he did get down the line a few times, but he just didn't look like he had a load of pace. I don't know if he was a little bit nervous.
I don't know.
No, he was trying to get round Dallo. He was trying to get round Dallo, and Dallo was just like,
player.
Yeah.
All Dallo did was put his finger on him, and he was holding him.
But that's what I'm saying. But Dallo's not like he hasn't got loads of pace. Like Dallo is like he can hold himself, but he didn't look like he had a lot of pace.
Yeah.
And Sousa literally he struggled to get round him.
Yeah.
Like, and I think listen, we need to give these sort of players who come from like Brazilian. We need to give him a lot of time. I don't know if he speaks a lot of English. I haven't actually seen him.
Well, when I saw him come on, I'm pretty sure he had a translator.
But I think he had. I think in his.
I could be wrong with that,
in his like announcement video, he spoke in Portuguese. So hopefully, I mean, as you said, he's now right in the deep end because he's playing.
He's got Newcastle.
He's playing Newcastle at home on Tuesday night. He's then playing, and then the game after is the North London derby. I mean that. I know he would have been in. He would have at least seen and played. Excuse me, in a few obviously Brazilian league as we've been told.
Derby would be,
but I'm just saying like atmosphere wise and
Santos,
stuff. Big,
Flamengo. I don't even know
but like big games. But I mean that's just a massive game for him to basically be chucked into near on straight away.
I hope he thrives, even if we lose.
Unless Spence and maybe Porro come back within that time, maybe. But you know, it's really not looking good. Our next game, as I did touch upon, is Newcastle on Tuesday.
Straight loss.
I will not be there because I am going out to Mumbai on a work trip, and conveniently
a work trip.
Well, it is, but conveniently the T20 World Cup is on, so I'll be at England versus West Indies on Wednesday. But so yeah, I won't be at the Newcastle game, but I will be back for the Arsenal game, of course, because I would not miss that for the world. 1 win for Newcastle in 9 games. That's what they said. That's what they said on the radio. But as we know, Bournemouth, Burnley, they hadn't won or got results really in their last 11 and 15 games. And we were 2 minutes out from giving Burnley their first win in 15.
Yeah.
We gave Bournemouth their first win in 11 games. Wolves, we gave their first point to. So, like, and as they said on the radio, we must be top 2 outside. Like, we must be the other team that everyone wants to play right now. Other than Wolves, everyone's going, oh, I want to face Tottenham, which is just never, ever a good thing because
it's all gone very wrong very quick. It's actually not enjoyable, to be honest.
It really is.
It's not fun.
As I said, we are 6 points off, and you know, you would have seen by the title of this video, we are in a relegation fight. And if you do not believe that, and you still don't believe that, then you need to get your head out of the sand, because look at our fixtures, look at everyone else's below us. They've got I know there's some in there that have got
that head of yours out your backside.
Yeah, but it's
get real.
Exactly, because you look at the teams below us. Yes, they've got some games that are hard, but on the whole, they've got easier games than us. Our games, even after February, going into March and April time, they're hard games. I can only see us getting maybe a maximum of about 8 more points, which is going to put us right on the brink on the final day of the season. Yeah. And if we're not careful and we don't put the actions in place to get us out of this bad situation, then we are going to be looking at, on the final day of the season, looking at a relegation
Charlton away next year.
Well, yeah, but yeah, if you don't believe that we're in a relegation fight, get your head out of the sand, and as Luke said, get real, because we are in that fight at the moment. If you haven't already, please make sure you do hit the subscribe button. We are 24 subscribers away from hitting our 200 subscriber target. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed. If you could as well, please leave a like button as well. Or if you're on any audio platforms, please give us a follow and a 5-star rating. It would be much appreciated. All our links will be in the description below. But until after the North London derby in it's about 2 weeks' time, yeah?
I think so.
2 weeks or 2 weeks and a day time. Laters.